Can you make amazing art without spending a lot of money? It's probably a bit too late for me. I've spent the last several years putting different brands of products at very different price points up against each other to find out which of them is worth it, but we've never taken a look at the bottom. So today is the first day of a brand new series, Cheap versus Cheap, designed to help you make the right choices on a budget. My name is ADCArtAttack, his name is Bob, and this is Worth It. Right, so to celebrate our first day on the job, we are going to be putting two of the most well-known budget brands against each other. Because I'm not a great hype man. And while I should save these for a climactic final, nah, that just can't wait. So, first up, we have Arteza. It's very heavy. With individual markers costing $1, those singles are not available. Huh? Yes, singles are not available. If you want these, you either buy yourself a new set of markers or a set of 4, all the same color for what? If you need to replace your pens, you can buy yourself a set of 4 markers, all the same color, for a price of $5.90. What? Next up, we have Ohuhu. That's heavy too. I'm so weak. Once again, individual markers cost $1 per pen, and singles are available. Nice. And your singles come in at a price tag of $2.50. Nice. Ohuhu also have an extremely large variety of collections to choose from with many different styles of markers. Today I'm focusing on my preferred set of the Honolulu range consisting of the brush and chisel variant. Now while each of these markers offer very different business models, we aren't interested in the gimmicks. No, what we want is the best product at a low price. Which of them offer that? Let's find out. Can't really do that without a drawing first, so let's do that. And today I have a very, very special piece of artwork planned. Check this out. I'm so sorry. I made the mistake again. I did a rough drawing in Photoshop while I was live, and it came out amazing. I am absolutely not redrawing this, so I'm tracing over my rough, and then I'm gonna use it for the comparison. Also, this time, I made sure to turn off my light so I can actually see the drawing through the paper, because last time I couldn't see anything, and this time it's gonna be a lot easier. Maybe. So if you couldn't tell by now, this is my take on Miles Morales from Spider-Man. Now, I am so excited for the new SpiderVerse movie, I just had to create a piece of artwork for Miles. And today's drawing you may recognize as it is inspired by my original Spider-Man drawing from the original Cheap vs. Expensive a very, very long time ago. I figured, why not reskin this one, turn it into something better? I think it looks better. Do you like it? Comparison time! Arteza, I like you. But what is up with this bag? Were these things designed to be intentionally difficult? Other than that, your markers are pretty good. So these markers feature a bullet nib, which is an extremely noob-friendly nib. It's easy to use, not too high of a skill ceiling, and it layers pretty evenly, especially if you are willing to use the broad nib for those larger areas. Whichever side you choose, however, the nibs are soft with no scratchy feelings. Couple that with a triangular grip, ho ho ho. We'll talk about you in a minute. It's a pretty comfortable pen to use. You know what isn't comfortable though? Sitting on the floor. No, the blending! Come on, this is a struggle. I just want my blues to overlap, to become one, to care for each other and make a new shade. This ain't going too well, is it? These nibs are so limiting in their style. I really am not a fan, and due to these, we see what is essentially a great product ruined by such a limiting tool. Psst, wanna see a magic trick? Well, that's gonna be easy to work with, ain't it? Okay, as difficult as these may be to blend with, they are really good and feel fantastic to hold. I do love me this triangular grip. It's a unique design choice and is great for preventing markers rolling off your desk and making you question if the pen was really ever there, or if you are even really here. This design does make long sessions of coloring easier with far less aches and pains. Hang on, look at his body. It's beautiful. I'm gonna take back some of my complaints. Yeah, I guess maybe something was wrong with my turquoise because these grays are pretty grey. Yeah, I'm ashamed of that one too. Oh, yeah. Ohuhu have paint pens now, so that's a thing. I didn't actually know that painting on these would be an option, but when you're working with the Spider-Man characters, it's a really good idea to have something to overlay. You really don't want to be doing the web pattern around markers. That just isn't going to work. And considering we're drawing Miles here, why not use paint to create the Paint Spidey logo? Why, it's genius. All in all, I gotta say, these markers were actually pretty good. Not too bad. I think at the beginning we had a bit of an issue with one of the turquoise colors, which does mean that my criticisms about the blending are void. Yeah, really good markers. Not going to talk about them too much. We're going to move on to the Ohuhu side now, so look at it. Right, that's enough. Moving on. They look so good, I want to taste them. Okay, so for today, I've chosen to stick with just the Honolulu collection because Ohuhu, spoiler alert, are the absolute best markers you will find on the low end. They have just way too many varieties of markers and all with different designs at the same low price. But a side-by-side sometimes reveals some hard truths. Now I'm using the sorry. I just love me some brush nib. So I'm using Bobby the Brush here, and I don't recommend you brush the base layer. So I'm gonna flip you over and, oh, hello. So we have a bullet nib on the other side and not a broad nib. That kind of complicates things. Yep. We are getting a way smoother layer here. Maybe I spoke too soon? The temptation to blend is torturous. I must give in. Yeesh. This is a big difference. This feels almost criminal how much easier it is to blend. And I'm not joking with you, I'm pretty tired. I have been working on this video for so long. Yet despite this, I'm comfortably managing to throw down beautiful blends with far smoother overall layering. So far, I'm impressed. And it doesn't stop there. Thanks to the brush nibs, I don't need to fear going too dark. I know I can blend and control the depth of each color. I feel more confident, I feel free, and I have substantially more control here than I did with the Arteza. Casing is a bit... I'm not a fan. They do roll about a bit. So that's fun. And they aren't the most comfortable design. Though I do say that while comparing them to the Arteza markers. In fairness, they're a standard marker casing. Had they not been directly compared today, I really wouldn't have noticed. Oh! Was that the bullet nib? Yep. This nib is actually it's very good. It's a very fine point, so even those small details are more than manageable. And in my opinion, this nib is second only to one other marker on the market, and I'll let you think about who that is. I'm not saying the battle's over, but it kind of is. The one area that we can say the Arteza reigns supreme is in the large coverage thanks to its broad nib. But if I wanted something bigger, I have options. Okay, granted, these big boys are a little bit more expensive at $24 for 6 markers. But the option is there. Or I could just get these standard broad nibs by Ohuhu with a brush nib at the exact same price as these standard Ohuhus. That's it. No matter how you look at this, the Ohuhu come out on top in every single area. I'm not saying that the Arteza markers are bad. No. The Arteza markers are fantastic. But when you're putting them up against such a competitive and incredible marker, it really is a no contest battle here. If I am given the choice between a $1 marker and a $1 marker, with one of them allowing me to have individual replacements, as well as a much larger variety of both markers and colors, I know exactly the marker worth going for. Now, one thing that I failed to mention during this video is that Arteza actually just released their brush variants for their alcohol markers. Wish I had known that before this video. So take a guess at what's coming soon. This was fun. First episode, new series. Hope you liked it. If you did like it, previous episode of another series. Do I need to click it? Go. Thanks.